Hey guys, good morning. I'm gonna make this quick. I'm actually giving a 2-in-1. Yesterday's strawberry letter and today's strawberry letter. I didn't get a chance to do it yesterday. I just didn't do it. Anyway, so let's make it quick because I'm running out of storage. I gotta upload these videos. So yesterday's strawberry letter, which was Tuesday, March 15th, was basically about a woman who was dating a guy. She said he was perfect. So when they met, he's like, not stressing having sex. And he's dining her and whining and dining, buying her gifts, making her feel amazing, doing everything. Like, he is perfect. And she said, usually when she first meets someone, she needs to have sex with them, or that was her usual thing and it wasn't working. So she's like, okay, this man, he doesn't want to have sex with me. This is great. Let's do it. I'm all for it, right? Anyway, fast forward to about 4 months. They still haven't had sex. And she's like, at this point, she's like, I need to just touch it or something, right? So she ends up seducing him. It works. They go into the shower. Apparently it's dark. And she is very underwhelmed, right? For lack of a better word. So he's lacking. He ain't packing. So now she's disappointed. Now she's like, oh, I'm in love with this man. She was supposed to move in with him. 4 months to me is quick, but listen, love is love, I guess. She's supposed to move in with him, and now she finds out that he's lacking down there. So she does not think this is something she can live with forever. So she wants to know if she's being shallow, whatever, which they always ask. But it's kind of like, it's your preference. If you have a preference of size, then it's not going to work if he's not the size. Like, some people think they have a preference of size, but they don't. But if you really, really, really have a preference of size, I mean, did you just touch it? Did you just look at it? Like, what happened? Like, did you actually do something and you didn't like what happened? It wasn't clear if they actually had sex or not. It was just clear that she was underwhelmed with what she saw, felt, whatever. Personally, to me, size does not matter. I mean, it matters. Average is fine, but some people call average small, so that's why I'm like, size doesn't matter. To me, average or a little below average, fine with me, whatever. It's not that serious. In the grand scheme of things, there are a thousand much more important things in life to worry about than somebody's penis size. I mean, that's just the way it is. There's things you can do to get around that. There's other things you can incorporate if it's an issue that much for you. Me personally, I wouldn't care. I cannot say whether she should care or not. And I know a lot of you will say she should care. Me, I always say, which he's a smart man, that if you think you're below average or way above average, you should keep it to yourself until it's about to go down. I think you should give her time to like you first, and then bam, because she can't run. If it's too small, she kind of stuck there. If it's too big, she kind of stuck there. So I come from that school of thought. Don't show it to me right away. Just keep it to yourself, and we figure out when we get there, if we get there. If we don't get there, then fine. But whenever we get there, it is what it is. We'll work it out. So that's my thought on yesterday's strawberry letter. Today's strawberry letter, a woman writes in, her husband does not trust her to go anywhere because they lost weight. So during the pandemic, they started walking and exercising. I don't know how big they were, but it has to be some type of difference. She said them squats was squatting, which is what I be saying, because baby. So she's like, people be looking at her butt when she's walking around, even when she's with her husband. When she's not with her husband, people always staring at her ass, right? So them squats is squatting. He cannot be mad that they worked out together and the squats is squatting. So he seems extremely insecure. He does not want her to go anywhere without him. Now, y'all know my take on this. Absolutely not. I am not going to sit into your insecurities. I've done it before. I've tried to deal with people's insecurities before. It did not go well for me. It's always like very stressful. Granted, they're husband and wife. So in this case, I would think they need some kind of therapy or something like that. I know y'all always talk about I need therapy. I'm talking about therapy, but they need to figure it out, because you can't go anywhere without me is not okay. That's not gonna work. So he needs to figure it out. And for me, he's just extremely insecure because she's back to their pre-marriage weight. The letter said we're back, like they're both back, but maybe she was always like in better shape than him. I'm not sure, but apparently she looks the fuck good. Okay, so people's looking at that booty popping. You know, she's getting stares and stuff. And for me, I never understood men that are insecure about that, because I really feel like you should be like, okay, yeah, that's mine. Like, you can look, but you ain't gonna be able to touch because that's my boo, right? That's how I feel the attitude should be. But again, I'm a little bit not insecure. I don't want to say conceited or cocky or nothing like that, because I don't think I am. I just don't have that issue. So people always say, you know, you date people that don't look better than you. I don't come from that school of thought, because I want to date somebody that I think looks good. And if I think they look good, then chances are other people are going to think he look good too. So yes, sis, you can look. And yes, I am territorial. So I will give a chick a mean stare, but I'm also not going to be like, oh, where you going? Why are you going there? Like, you can't go by yourself. Like, that's team too much. So 2 and 1, because like I said, I was slack-a-lacking yesterday. So let me know how y'all feel about it. Let me know what you think. I don't know, what would you do if you were the woman? For me, we gotta figure it out, otherwise it's not gonna work. The first one, I think is fine. Not that serious to me, but I know a lot of people beg to differ, and people be like, oh, you say that until you get a da-da-da. But if I'm in love with you and I'm already thinking about moving in with you, it's too late. So, like I said, that's a smart man. That's a very smart man. He was very smart not to do that right away, because maybe he learned his lesson. So